everyone, my name is Arohi and welcome to my channel Code with Arohi. So guys, in my today's video I'll show you the practical implementation of Detectron 2. Before showing you the practical implementation, we'll see what is Detectron 2 and where we can use Detectron 2, right? So let's begin. So basically this Detectron 2 is a computer vision library and it is developed by Facebook, right? So basically what the thing is, using this Detectron 2, using this single library only, we can perform object detection. Using Detectron 2 we can perform image segmentation. You can see this image. We are doing object detection, we are performing image segmentation, and we are performing panoptic segmentation, we are performing key point detection, right? So all these four things we can perform using Detectron 2, right? So guys, before till now what we have started, if you in my previous videos, what I have explained you is, we always study one algorithm and we'll see that algorithm performs some specific functionality. For example, mask RCNN. So mask RCNN will perform image segmentation, okay, with object detection. And if you use YOLO v3, YOLO v4, YOLO v5 or faster RCNN, single shot detector, these are the algorithms. Using these algorithms we perform object detection, okay. In the same way there are other algorithms which perform these functionalities also, but in my today's class we will perform all these four functionalities just using Detectron 2. And guys, if you are not very much good in coding, then you can use Detectron 2 because it is very simple and easy to use. You just need to write few lines of code. Even if you're working on your custom dataset also, then again you only need to write few lines of code, and rest of the code is already there and you will get your results very easily. So let's begin. Today I'll show you how to use pre-trained model of image segmentation, pre-trained model of object detection, and I'll also show you the pre-trained model on panoptic segmentation and key point detection. So we'll learn this thing today, and in my next class I'll show you how to implement, how to use Detectron 2 on your custom dataset. And guys, this Detectron 2 simply means 2 is the latest version, and prior to that they have this Detectron 1, and Detectron 2 is the latest version of Detectron, right? So let's begin. So very first thing is, whenever we work on any algorithm or on any problem, the very first thing is to set up the environment for that particular algorithm. So for this library to run this Detectron 2, you need a proper setup, and for that you need this specific version of PyYAML 5.1, and this is the command using pip. You can install it using pip, okay. And after that I'm checking the version. You can see the installed version is 5.1, and after that I'm checking the TensorFlow version. The TensorFlow version which I'm using is 2.3.0, and CUDA version is this, and Python version is on which I'm working. And guys, you also need to install Torch for PyTorch module for this particular code, okay. So if you are running your code on CPU, then you can use this command. So let's suppose if you're using Anaconda and you want to install PyTorch, right, on CPU, and then this is the command you can use. And if you have CUDA 10.1, and then you can use this command, and if you want to install it using pip, then you can use these commands, okay. So the next requirement is Torch version and Torch Vision, right? So you have to see which Torch Vision version. Basically what I'm trying to say is Torch Vision version should match, should be compatible with your Torch version, okay. So you have to install that. After that, check the Torch version and see if it is Torch is available with CUDA. So this is the command, you can use it. So guys, in my today's class I am not working on a GPU, so there is some code going on GPU, so I'm working on CPU, right? So you can see here the that Torch version is this, and I'm using CPU, and this false simply means that CUDA we are not using CUDA, okay. After that, there are few other requirements. Let's say if you face some issues, then you need to install this, and then you need to install this, right? So install these things. So that's it, guys. You need only these things. Once you install all these required packages, next thing is to clone the GitHub repository of this Detectron 2, right? So as Facebook is the developer, so let me write it over here and show you Detectron 2. So I have searched this, and the very first GitHub repo you are getting, you can open it. So this is the GitHub repo we are going to use in our today's class, right? So the next step is to clone that GitHub repo. Once you clone that GitHub repo, you need to enter into that Detectron 2 folder. So we are entering in that folder. Now you have to run this command, python setup.py build develop. Okay, so this command is very important. You have to execute it. After that only your Detectron code will work. Okay, so after this line we have the environment and we have the Detectron 2 library on a PC, and now we can work on it. Now we can try the pre-trained model, right, for different functionalities. So now the very first thing which I'm trying is, so guys, these are the different modules. So you can see Detectron 2, this is the folder name. From this Detectron 2 folder name we are using this particular file, right? From this file we are using this function. So all these codes are already there. As I've told you that this Detectron 2 is a library, so they have all the code there, and we just need to do few changes as per our requirement to see the desired results. So guys, now what I'm doing is, this is the image. On this image I want to perform image segmentation or object detection or key point detection, right? So let me show you that image. So this is the image, right? So on this image, the very first thing which I want to show you is the image segmentation work. Image segmentation, the same kind of work which Mask-R CNN does. Okay, so that we want to perform now. So for that, what we are doing is, first of all we are getting the config file, and then from this configs, okay, let me open this config folder, Detectron. This is the GitHub repo which we cloned. So once you open this GitHub repo, you'll get a config folder. Under this config folder we have these files and folders. Okay, so Detectron 2, guys, is important thing is Detectron 2 accepts the dataset in the format of Cocoa dataset. Okay, so whenever you want to work on any dataset, so our first task is to convert our dataset in the format of Cocoa dataset. Okay, so now you can see over here Cocoa detection. So this particular folder have all the code which is responsible for performing object detection, and this Cocoa instance segmentation, this will perform the image segmentation, right, code. And this key points, this is a key point detector. This will detect the key points, and then in this folder we have a code for panoptic segmentation, right? So all the codes are there. So that is what I'm showing you over here. From config folder, we are right now, what we want to do is we want to perform detection first of all. So that's why we are going inside a Cocoa detection folder, and from that folder we are picking up this file. So this is the we have all these files and folders already. Okay, so what we are doing is, for object detection we are using FasterR CNN model, right? And R101 means ResNet 101, FPN means feature pyramid network we want to use. Okay, and the threshold value we have set is 0.5, right? So you can change this value 0.6 or 7. This is just a threshold value, right? And then we are uploading the model weights, right? So from where we are uploading the model weights? So we are using FastRR CNN model. So FastRR CNN model, okay, let me open it from here only. So under COCO detection, you can see guys, there are different models. You can choose whichever model you want to use. So the very first one is this model is using FastRR CNN ResNet 50 with feature pyramid network. And then in the same way, you can see over here we are using the number of layers are different, right? So these are the different layers. Even you can use RP and region proposal network, right? So these are the different models. They have already written the code over there. We just need to call them. So that's what I'm doing. So I'm calling the detection model. Now, as I've just told you, like I'm running my code on CPU. So guys, if you get this error, then you can just add this line in your code, so you will not get this error then. Okay, now whenever you want to see the prediction, you have to call this default predictor. This is a part of Detectron 2. Whenever you want to do any predictions, right, whether you're working on custom dataset or you're using this pre-trained model, you need to call this default predictor, right? And this CFG, this is the CFG. We are working on CPU, okay? And then now we are calling this predictor on the image. IM is a variable where we have stored our image, this image, right? IM equals to, we have read our image in this variable. So we are providing that image to a predictor. What is a predictor? Predictor is a variable in which we have called this default predictor, right? And in next line, see guys, you can see here, if you want to see how many classes are there, right? So you can see over here, and by writing this line you can get the bounding box details. Okay, so after that we are now visualizing the results. So they have already written code for it. We are calling this visualizer, and with the help of this cv2_im show function, we are displaying the results, and you can see the object detection has been performed, right? So guys, in my videos also, if you have studied FastRR CNN or MaskR CNN, so you have seen the process, like we write lots of code and then we get results, okay? But over here we are using a very less code, even in custom dataset also. I'll show you in my next class. Even when you're working on your custom dataset also, then also we are writing very less code and we are getting very good results, right? So we are done with the object detection task. Now let's see the next task. Suppose now you want to perform this key point detection, right? So key point detection simply means we want to localize the key points, okay? So you can see the process is same. First of all, we are calling the configuration, and then for this key point detection, what we are using is from this COCO key points folder, we are using this particular file, and the model weights, these are the model weights which we are using, right? And on this image I want to perform the testing. Guys, only 2 lines, right? We have just given the information like which model we want to use, we have provided the image on which we want to work, and then we are calling the default predictor. As I've told you, whenever you want to make predictions, you have to call it, and it is showing us the result. You can see, right? So this is how you can perform key point detection, right? Next is panoptic segmentation model. So guys, I'm not going in a depth. I'm not going to explain you what is panoptic segmentation in detail, because all those codes, all those topics I have planned for my upcoming videos. So in those videos I'll explain you those things, right? So today we are just getting a brief idea what all kind of functionality we can perform using Detectron 2. So now you want to use you want to perform this panoptic segmentation. Again, call your configuration file, choose the model, and this is the weight I want to use, and then we are calling the default predictor. After calling the default predictor, these 3 lines will show us the output, and you can see this is what we are getting, right? In the same way, when you want to perform image segmentation, then what we are doing is, see, for image segmentation in Detectron 2 they have implemented the code for Mask-R CNN. So Mask-R CNN, you have you can see in check in my YouTube channel. I have posted videos on Mask-R CNN. There we are doing so much of work to execute that code. So in Detectron 2, Facebook have already implemented the code for Mask-R CNN. We are just calling that Mask-R CNN and FPN, feature pyramid network, right? So we are calling it, and threshold, we are choosing the threshold, and we are loading the model weights, and then we are calling the default predictor. That's it, guys. And you can see our image segmentation results. So this is how we can work with the Detectron 2, right? Guys, in my next video I'll show you how to implement Detectron 2 on your custom dataset, and once you see that code, you will be amazed. Like, by writing very few lines, you can perform a lot of functionality with that. So hope you guys like my video, and guys, I'm providing you this link in my description section. You can try this code, right? So thank you for watching.